Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at HoS F2P's Fujua since she got a new, she got a rerun on her banner, and so we're going to be looking at her kit as well as her F2P build, since most of you guys that play Honkai Impact are F2P and me as well, so we're going to be looking at her F2P build as well as her F2P team comp for Memorial, or for mostly Abyss, since kind of like Memorial is kind of endgame, to be honest, and if you want to really go for high scores in Memorial, you have to be pay to win. But in Abyss, I think she can, most of you guys can go to Nirvana as well as Red Lotus really easily. So we're gonna be looking at her stuff, her weapons as well as her stigmatas, and we're gonna be looking at her comp more specifically. So if you guys enjoy these types of videos, please do leave a like down below and subscribe for more Honkai Impact 3rd content, and let's get right into it. Okay, so looking at Fujua, miHoYo tried to showcase her as a support type of Valkyrie, but in reality she does basically everything. She's a DPS support as well, so she does debuffs. She buffs herself and she does a lot of damage. She does time lock and time fracture, which is kind of insane. She does gathering as well, which is pretty nuts in Abyss, and really want that. And she goes on burst mode, which lets her gain attack and does most of the stuff. Plus she gives your entire team buffs, which is kind of insane as well. So basically what you want to do with her is you want to go for her ult, and when she goes in the ult, basically she debuffs the enemy and increases her attack. Again, like as you can see here, 1800 attack of physical damage, plus she increases her crit rate, which is pretty nuts, and suspends all the skill timers for self and enemy, and the stage timer. So she does time lock as well as time fracture. When she goes on burst mode or HoS form, she debuffs the enemy by 75%. So she does impair here, and then increases her total damage by 40%. And then when you go on burst mode, you want to tap. You basically bonk, what they call it in the community, and she does a lot of damage, 1120% physical damage. And then after that, you'd want to switch her up, because usually when she's out of burst mode, she doesn't really do much. But all in all, like, the character is kind of nuts. I don't know why miHoYo published released this physical character. She does basically everything. She's the best, basically, F2P Valkyrie. She's insane early on, and she's insane on endgame as well. So I'd really recommend her to getting her right now. But if you wanna go for Bronya Adult on the next patch, you can go for it. But like, this isn't your chance of getting her. That's why I'm doing this for her. I'm doing this small review for her. So yeah, all in all, her kit is insane. She basically does everything, and you really want that in an F2P account. So yeah, let's get right into the F2P equipments. So for her support build, you'd want to go for Teresa Gluttony as well as Marco Polo and Learbot. These are kind of standard for F2P. If you want to go for high value Fu support on F2P, I'd really recommend going for this build. Marco Polo just gives her pretty good crit damage, so when you go against a psychic type unit, you usually want to do a lot of damage, plus the effectiveness, plus the 50% crit damage if you have high crit rate. So usually you'd have high crit rate on burst mode, so you're pretty good there. So yeah, Learbot is usually really good on Memorial as well as Abyss, because Fujua doesn't really go down at down than 100% HP. So You're pretty good there. She does 40% physical damage, which you want to need for a physical team, so this is pretty standard. And for Teresa Gluttony, basically what this Stigmata does is when you successfully hit an enemy every second, the enemy will drop a candy, and when you pick it up, it's gonna increase the total damage for the team. So, which is 10.7% in this case, since she's like 4 stars and 1 mini star. But usually it's much higher than that. So, yeah, this is pretty much the support Stigmata for her. Let's get right into the physical build for her. Alright, for her physical build, you'd want to go for Jingwei top. Basically, in Memorial as well as Abyss, because usually in Memorial there's one boss and just one enemy, which is what you need for Jingwei top. You're gonna deal more and more damage with her, which is pretty good. But in Abyss, if you go right over here, where is it? Yeah, if you go right over here, you don't really care about these types of missions. Usually they're pretty easy. Even like in Nirvana and Red Lotus, you usually care about this this type of mission because it gives you extra bonus points when you finish it off as quickly as possible. So, what you want to do is, of course, play Jingwei top, and she's gonna do a metric ton of damage because you know her kit is kind of insane. So yeah, that's pretty standard as well. Keep the Marco Polo as well as Learbot, just because you can even play her without the fucking Stigmatas. She's that broken. So this is pretty much what you go for the DPS build. And now for the for her weapons, I'd recommend going for her signature weapon if you want to max out her potential. But you can go for Grips of Taishu, I guess it's fine. It doesn't really matter since she does most of this, most of the damage, and you don't really care about anything else. Now, the good thing about this weapon is that you regen a lot of SP, which then you can spam. You can spam her ultimate even more. Like during Memorial, it's pretty insane because usually you start off as 0 SP, and then when you when you use this weapon, she gains more SP in like every second. So yeah, if you want to go for her weapon, I kind of recommend it. But if you don't have the weapon, that's totally fine. Again, as well, if you have the means of getting her Stigmatas, that would be amazing. But if you don't, you can go for this this alternate version of her build as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for her builds. Let's get right into the team. Okay, so for the team, I'd usually go for this team. Fervent Tempo is pretty much one of the best damage dealers in the game. So going for her. Now, I do have her weapon, but I don't have her pre-arm. I'd recommend getting her pre-arm as fast as possible because she can max out her potential by doing that. But yeah, you want to go for Fervent Tempo for pretty much God DPS physical, and you'd want to go start at Asla Logos with Teresa Gluttony as well as Isaac for extra impairs and Marco Polo for damage, and then you want to go for Fujua again. Remove the Jingwei and go for another Gluttony. So this is pretty straightforward. If you want to go for her as DPS, usually people play her as support, but if you want to play her as DPS, you can go for something like Drive Cometa Bronya. Just 1 second. You swap these, and that's basically what you do. You want to proc the second set of Fujua Musician for extra damage. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And of course, you gotta flex the Barrius X pre-arm. You don't need the Barrius X, but it's kind of good bonus weapon. Okay guys, so we're gonna be looking at, we're gonna be playing this kind of team right now. Show her DPS build right now. Let me change to something that can give me, I mean that's kind of good, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty good. We're gonna show her as a DPS, show her off as a DPS right now. We're not gonna be playing Memorial, mainly because Memorial, or not Memorial, my bad, Abyss, because the boss has physical resistance, so we're not really showing her off right now. So we're gonna be playing this team, and yeah, let's get right into it. So guys, that's gonna be it for HoS F2P Fujua. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below, and all I gotta say is Fujua is kind of insane, and you have to pull for her. She's one of the best Valkyries in the game right now, so if you want to really go for her in this banner, I suggest going in for right now, and when you finish off and getting her, you can save for Adult Burner, because she's absolutely insane, and what can you ask for more? So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below and subscribe for more Honkai Impact 3rd content, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Peace out, guys.